Okay, for today's preview, I want to talk about the others and their primary mechanic called fusion. The others are, of course, the Lovecraftian inspired horrors from beyond coherent reality, as you can see by our placeholder art. So, fusion, uh, fusion units may be played on top of other units with fusion. Fused units inherit all of each other's abilities and stats, and then they also gain rush, which means they can attack and move the first turn that they're played, except not attack generals. That's what rush does. So let's look at this guy down here. He has fusion and he has advent, summon a 1/1 Morphous Vestige with fusion. That's this guy right here. The important thing to remember when you fuse minions is they gain all of their abilities. So this guy has an advent. If I look down here, we have Life Without Bounds, which has fusion, and whenever you summon another soul, it gains +1/+1. So if I pick this up, it's going to highlight both of those units as well as the other empty board spaces because this is a valid place to put it. If I put it on top of this guy, it's going to immediately summon another vestige because it inherited the advent ability of the creature that it fused into. So instead of a 0/1, it is a 3/3 because it absorbed the 2/1 stats of the base minion, and then it spawned another minion, so it gave itself another +1/+1. Uh, Let me show you something in addition to that. I'm going to pass the turn to Eshbal. She's going to shoot something. That would be this ability right here, Sadistic Gulling. At the start of your even turns, deal 1 damage to the enemy soul with the least health, and then I'm just going to pass the turn back to me. I want to show you an example of one other feature of fusion, which is you can move units a second time, because this is technically a new unit. If I move this over here, and then I fuse onto it, I can move it again. You can't do this if you've already attacked, because it will inherit the exhausted state of the fused minion, but it does let you have a little bit more tactical play with your fused minions. However, because they gain rush, you cannot attack generals the moment that you fuse. Oh, and each unit that has fusion can only be fused one time, like this guy right here. Notice those two are no longer valid targets. So that is the fusion mechanic.